Everybody, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if this is your first time here. Today we are making a St. Patrick's Day wreath. I have a Dollar Tree wreath frame wired with 18 pipe cleaners. There's going to be a little card in the upper right hand corner that will show you how I do that. There's 3 in each section. 1 on the inner rings, 2 on the outer rings. That's 18. I'm using some border mesh from Craft Outlet. This is the apple green, I think is what it's called. I'm comparing it to lime green or spring green, whatever it is. And then the gold is champagne, I think is what it's called, champagne gold. You'll know that I'm on like the never-ending search for the perfect gold, and this is it. So I hope I said what it is in the long version of the video, because that's the gold I want. I don't so much love the mesh color that the gold is on, but I like the metallic color. So if I can order something that just has metallic in it, I might have to end up doing that. But yeah, my mesh is cut at 19 to 20 inches. Y'all know the rolls are never the same size. I can never cut the same size. There's something under my mat because it's slipping all over the place. I don't know what's going on. This is the 3rd time I am filming this voiceover, and whatever happens for the rest of this video, it happens because I'm not doing it again. The first time my computer froze. The second time I just got all confubbled. That's a word, right? Confubbled. I got all confubbled and I was just like, I have to stop. And the 3rd time I was after I had a nap and I was rested and I was ready and I had eaten lunch, and halfway through I had to throw up. So, you know, when you're just trying to have a nice day, filming your videos and doing your voiceovers, and then you're like, oh no, I'm not going to make it to the end of this video without throwing up my lunch. But I'm good now, I think. I would have kept the other one, except my voice changed dramatically before and after the regurgitation. So yeah, I made a St. Patrick's Day wreath last year. I think I actually made 2. The wreath I made was terrible. It was all Dollar Tree stuff and mesh from Walmart. I think it's on an evergreen base. Let me turn around and look at it. I mean, oh, you know, now that I'm looking at it, it's not that bad. But yeah, it's pretty terrible either way. So I wanted to redeem myself by making a much nicer St. Patrick's Day wreath. The other wreath I made was 3 heart frames from Dollar Tree wrapped with green garland stuff to make a big clover. I really thought that would go over a lot better on YouTube, but it didn't. I don't know why. So yeah, this year I specifically ordered. I said, I'm trying, because January, February, they are hard months to do if you make things seasonally, because Christmas is over. You do a little bit in January for Mardi Gras, Valentine's Day, and then in February you're like, okay, well, what's coming up between now and Easter? And there's St. Patrick's Day. So I might end up doing another one of these. I don't know when you would see it. You'd probably see it before this one, so you might have already seen it. But this video does have an after show. It's something I'm doing over on Patreon. If you'd like to join us, it's $5 a month. You get access to behind the scenes stuff, deleted commentary, because this was filmed on January 7th, the day after everything happened at the Capitol, and I had to cut a lot of me out of here because I was like, this is not the channel, but if you want to hear me rant about everybody, you can check that out on Patreon in the after show. And also there is an embellishment later that gets messed up, and on Patreon you can see the little bonus video where I fix it. We're just trying to do some stuff over there. No pressure to join. It's just you know, sometimes I like the after show is like I finished this wreath, but I didn't cut any of the tails on the ribbons, on the bows and stuff. So I went back in the after show. I took my time. We talked a little bit. I shared some thoughts. Nothing like crazy. Like I wasn't like, you know, going on a huge tirade against everybody in the world. It was something that I didn't feel should be on the main video of the channel. Just because I was like, this is like a happy place. Can we not talk about all the terrible things that continuously happen in this world? Even though that's my brand. You know, that's my brand. I just told you, I just threw up. Like, that's my brand of terrible things. And occasionally there's a little bonus video. But the after show is usually just me finishing up the wreath, making sure all my pipe cleaners are turned in, all my cable ties are trimmed, all that kind of good stuff. And there's one for a Mardi Gras wreath. I don't know if y'all should have seen that already, where I was done with the wreath and I was like, this is missing something. And then I turned around and I saw that I had a bunch of picks that I ordered, and I was like, oh, I want to add that in, but I don't want to have to redo the whole end of the video again. So I filmed it as like a little extra perk on Patreon. But yeah, there's just like sneak peeks. The after show, if I feel like a wreath needs one, or if I have to go back and fix something. So I'm working on the inner ring now, and I'm still just doing my ruffles. And while I'm working on like a seasonally specific wreath here, I had a woman on Etsy message me the other day because she wanted the jute Valentine's Day wreath that I posted. I think it was my first video back. She saw the video, she went to go buy the wreath. The wreath had already sold because I'm trying to like do this thing where I'm like, okay, look, the wreath is in the description. If you want it, you can go buy it. Every video that I have coming out, the wreaths are already sold. So I'm like, the wreaths sell before the video gets published. So she wanted me to make her the same wreath. And, you know, how much would that cost? Whatever. She's very nice about everything. Very nice woman. I don't make, like, I'm not going to make you, I'm not going to make anybody. Like the St. Patrick's Day wreath, whoever buys it, that's the one who has it. I can make you something similar. I can use the same colors. I can use the same mesh. I can use the same ribbon. It's not going to be the exact same wreath because Etsy's like, you know, it's like a one-of-a-kind thing. Like I don't want your neighbor to have the same wreath as you. That's just how I feel about like handmade things. But she asked me a question, which I was like, well, I should really address that somewhere. So why not here? She wanted to know what the timeline was for, like, when, like, you know, if she wanted to custom order a wreath, which I do custom orders if I feel like it, if I like you, if you inspire me, and so if I have the time, I will do a custom order. But she wanted to know, like, what was the timeline, and I was like, honestly, I finished Valentine's Day the second week of December, maybe. I'm doing the bounce test here to see if it bounces. That's my new gauge for saying if a wreath is puffy enough. So I need like 2-3 months, probably closer to 3 for Christmas, because Christmas is crazy around here. You guys know that. And I have an extra piece of mesh because, of course, the roll was not right. I'm going to wire that in, stick it in the middle. I don't mind the hole in wreaths. I know some people are just like, oh God, there's a hole in the middle of the wreath, and they want it to just be a big mound of Deco mesh stuck to their door. I'm just putting it in here because it was a piece of mesh that wasn't going to go anywhere else. It was either put it in the wreath or throw it away because there's nothing else I could have possibly used that for. So it went in the wreath and it made it, you know, a little bit fuller. But yeah, if you do want a custom wreath, you can contact me on Etsy. And, you know, just don't ask me for a Christmas wreath on December 15th, because we're done with Christmas by then. I'm usually done with Christmas around Thanksgiving time. So now I am making 3 funky bows because apparently I can't make any other kind of bow anymore. I tried to make one yesterday for a wreath I'm filming right now, and it looked terrible. So I was like, okay, we're just doing funky bows. That's it. This'll be the thing. Even if a wreath needs a different kind of bow, it's gonna get a funky bow because they're easy and they're fast. And if you pre-cut them, they're super fast. I'm just measuring these ribbons out at 24 inches. They're all from Craft Outlet. The lime is called a regular stripe. The kind of medium green one is geometric print olive or something. There's a green glitter, a champagne glitter, and then this olive lame. They're all cut at 24 inches for a 6-inch tail, 6-inch loop, 6-inch tail. The only problem I had with pre-cut, I was like, this is a good deal. Let's just get everything pre-cut so I don't have to like measure it. See this tail? It's a little short, and I think it's because you lose some when you do the twist in the middle. So maybe next time, instead of cutting them at 24 inches, I might just like, you know, measure 24 and then cut an inch or inch and a half over. But even though some of the tails are short, you can't see it in the finished wreath. And I don't think anybody's going to get their ruler out when they walk up to your door. And I love the champagne metallic gold ribbon. Oh my god. I was like, this is what I've been wanting my whole life. So I'm putting my pipe cleaner on. I am pulling down hard. I am jamming my thumbnail into the base of the bow where the pipe cleaner is, and then I'm twisting the bow to make sure everything is nice and tight, and those bows don't go nowhere. They stuck there. Can I bring cookies back here? My mom had to work today, and I went up to her house because I had to go to Walmart, even though she was, you know, she didn't go to work until 2. I was there this morning, and then we went to the little grocery around the corner from our house. It's super small, but they have like a lot of specialty stuff, and they sell these Italian cookies. They're very expensive. It was like $9 a bag, and it's not a very big bag. And I allow myself to get them like, I think I got them right after Carl died because I was so upset. Like immediately after Carl died, we stopped there on the way home from the hospital, and I got them, and then I got some today. But they're it's like assorted biscotti, but they all taste the same. They're just a bunch of different colors. I just like them because they're not like super sweet, because I can't handle, like, I can't eat an Oreo. One Oreo, I'm dead. I could eat like 2 of these cookies and be good. I don't know why that was important for me to share that with you. But I'm sitting here and I'm like, okay, I don't have my lunch anymore, and now I'm hungry again. Make nobody worry that I throw up my lunch. It happens all the time. It happens every day, pretty much. I'm fine. Except I don't like when it happens during a voiceover, especially when it completely changes my voice. I was like, hey guys, blah, blah, blah. And then I came back in here and started recording it, and I was like, hey guys, so we're making bows. Oh, fun times over here with my teeny tiny stomach that can't hold any food. So I'm clipping off some of the ties. This wreath made me finally realize that this is something that needs to be done when I'm done with the wreath, because I think I have to wire some more onto here. It's either this wreath or another one, but one of them I cut a bunch of the ties off because bows are going on them. I usually don't put ribbon tails behind bows because the bows already have tails on them. But I needed to add some more tails to it, and I had to go through, put new pipe cleaners on them and wire them in. So from now on, I'm going to make sure that I cut everything at the end, which that's the kind of thing you would see in the after show. The kind of boring stuff that, you know, I don't want to include in the video and you only want to watch if you really like me. I'm having a little bit of trouble with this, so I am getting my plastic darning needle. It's a big yarn needle. Maybe you see it, maybe you don't, I don't know. This is about the last time when I was doing this, when I was like, I'm not going to make it through the end of this video, and this is right where I stopped, so I'm like halfway there. I just got to get through the next 14 minutes of this video. Which probably means I'll either get a package delivered, or the dog will start barking, or something. I don't know. You guys are seeing this on, I don't know when you're seeing it. Oh, February February 25th. It's a Thursday. And today is what is today? Like the 16th of January? Yeah, I had to order my own birthday present this morning. It was super depressing. Oh man, by the time y'all see this, I won't be a fresh young 38-year-old anymore. Oh well. See, there's my thing. My needle. I forgot what it was called. So now I'm cutting some tails. I think I did, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe 5 of each. I was trying to cut how many ends came off. Let's see. Can't pick it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So I'm cutting 5 of the 2.5 and 5 of the 1.5. They're cut at 12 inches. I usually cut between 12 and 14. I think I cut these at 12 because I wasn't... Oh, there's a join in this ribbon. Forgot all about that. I usually cut them at 14. I cut these at 12 just because I was kind of running low, and if I'm going to do another wreath, I wanted to make sure that I had some ribbon to go in it. But I do prefer the 14, I think. I really love 13, but I have a 12-inch ruler and I have a 14-inch Christmas sign, so that's just what it is. You know, I need to either find something that's 13 inches or make something. Because I'm definitely not buying a special ruler for cutting ribbon. And I'm trying to clean up as I go a little bit, so you see me like struggling to pick things up. Those are pins that I'm trying to put back in the spools of ribbon, but I can't pick them up anymore because I haven't trimmed my nails and I just have nothing now. It's extremely frustrating, especially when it's like me trying to pick up a pin for, I don't know, 5 or 6 minutes. And now I've just apparently left. Oh no, I knocked those on the ground. And they fell behind the table because that's the theme of 2021, everything falling behind the table. Alright, so I'm going to go on the other side of the wreath that does not have the bows, and that's where I'm going to add my tails. And it looks like I'm doing the geometric with the lame and the stripes with the champagne gold. See if they were just sticking out another inch or another half an inch. I should probably just stick with the 14. But I guess until I build up one of those ribbon hoards everybody seems to have, I kind of have to conserve my ribbon. And I really like how this came out with the mix of, like, there's a dark green, there's a lime green, there's the moss green, there's the olive green, a little bit of black, a little bit of white. I really like that, how all the colors kind of came together. Because I always say, like, if you're going to mix colors, especially, like, with reds, like, in the Valentine's wreath, I think I said it, that if you're going to mix colors, all the same color, like, shades of all the same color, you need to make sure you mix all the colors. So, you know, the red one had, like, it had a cranberry, it had a warm red, it had a cool red, it had a red, it had a Christmas red, it had, like, a burgundy in it. So, if you're mixing different shades of the same color, make sure you do, like, more than 2 shades, because then you're just going to be like, somebody's going to look at it and be like, why doesn't this match? But if you do, like, 4, is that what, 1, 2, 3, yeah, 4, the 5 is the match with just another green. You know, it looks like it's, oh, he did that on purpose. Which, I mean, in this case, I did do it on purpose, but still. So I think when I'm doing these, my thought process is there's 12 pipe cleaners on the outside. Sorry, I lost it for a second. And we consider 6 of them covered by the bows. So I need 6 for half the wreath on the outside, and then I want 1 for between each bow, also on the outside, and then I want 2 more for the inner part. So it's like 6, 7, 8, it's 10 usually. Because I'm not sticking ribbon underneath. I think I end up cutting 1 more. Yeah, so this one might have 11. I'm not sticking ribbon underneath a sign or underneath a bow. I'm not doing it. I'm not letting y'all pay for it. I really feel like I've been doing this since 7 o'clock this morning, which technically I guess I have, just with a lot of breaks in between. Do I not cut another one? What's going on? I just left again. This is my, this is what the bonus video is about. You can see when I am putting on this foam shamrock thing. First of all, never pull the tag out of that because you will rip a giant hunk of foam out. I glue it down to the bag, I cut it real nice, and then I'm just going to add some pipe cleaners. You can see when I put it on the wreath, it's fine. It looks okay. When I take the pictures, I think it's fine. I don't know. At some point between what you're seeing now and when I filmed the bonus video, the shamrock got scratched or something. I don't know. It was missing a little piece of green and you can see the white underneath it. So the bonus video is just me showing you a very quick and easy way to cover that up instead of buying a whole new shamrock. And now this is the part that throws me, because y'all know my bows go on the left, my signs go on the right, whatever. And this time I flipped it around. I was like, let me just see. Let me see. Let me swing wild. I don't know what's going to happen. It's 2021. Pretty sure it was still before Christmas at this point. I don't know. But yeah, like, I like it. But, like, every time I look at it, I'm just like, ooh. I need to, like, flip that shamrock around and turn that wreath around. And I always ask my mom, like, do you like this wreath, Mom? And, you know, normally she's like, oh, yeah, it's pretty. Or, oh, you know, it's kind of bright. And this one, she's like, no. And I was like, well, did you want to think about it? She's like, I don't like it. And I was like, okay. She's not my ideal customer. She would never spend money on a wreath. My camera is so crooked, and I'm just realizing this now. She would never spend money on, like, a decorative wreath. So I was like, okay, well, she's not my audience, but I kind of want to know now. I was like, what's wrong with it? She's like, I don't know. It's green. And I was like, it's a St. Patrick's Day wreath. And she's like, yeah, I don't know, just it's green, you know. And I was like, that doesn't help me, but thank you. She's like, yeah, it's just, you know, it's green. See, I had a tie behind the shamrock, so I cut that out because it was just getting smashed. And I think I am going, yeah, I'm just wiring that to the outside, and then I think I do eventually cut another one to go in between the other two bows. Now I will loudly drink Mountain Dew because my throat hurts. And I've been talking for 24 minutes straight to nobody. And all of you wonderful people. I'm like, well, do I need it? Yeah, I guess I do need it. So, here we go, cut more ribbon. I gotta make sure I order more of that green ribbon for Christmas, that glittery green. That's the one thing I don't really like about this, is that I wish that the green of the shamrock matched the green of the ribbon. And the ribbon is slightly bluer, I think. I mean, it's green. It's obviously green. It's emerald green. It's just a little teensy bit bluer than the shamrock. Oh, see, you can kind of see that there's a little mark on the shamrock. Now that I'm looking at it. See, when I edit these, the long versions, I don't watch them. I'm just listening pretty much. Like, I watch them, but I'm not like paying super close attention because I'm just trying to make sure I don't say something either profanity, horribly offensive. I don't like burp or fart or sneeze 7 times, or the dog starts barking. Like, I listen for stuff like that. I don't watch. So maybe that was there all the time. I don't know. But anyway, these are some clovers from Dollar Tree. I'm pretty sure they're just hydrangeas that they did not make as full and in green. So I am just going in. I'm just going to kind of dot these around. There's a darker green and there's a lighter green. They have a little bit of gold on them. I just saw that and I was like, that's kind of cute. Just a little something. A little bit of cuteness. I don't know about you guys, but I'm exhausted. Every time I get sick, I'm like so tired afterwards. See, I wasn't sure about these because they don't look great, but they're also not like I'm not making an entire wreath out of them. Like, they're just there, so when you look, you're like, oh, it's a clover. Or a shamrock. I don't know the difference. Remember, I was watching somebody's video and they got very upset because somebody called a clover a shamrock? And I was like, they're both weeds, calm down. But it's apparently very important. I don't know the difference. Does the shamrock only have 3 leaves and the clovers have 4? Maybe? I don't know. All I know is this wreath is green and my mom doesn't like it. And I start trimming these. I believe I finished them in the after show where we talk about how easy it is to get into the Capitol. There's ants all over my table. Remember when they were all over my work table? Now they're all over my desk. So they migrated. Which is, it's nice for them that they have somewhere else to like just be everywhere. See, I think that is it. Alright, see, that little spot is still there on the shamrock. But it's fixable, don't worry. I didn't go buy a new shamrock, wasn't going to do that. If you guys would like to see how I fix that, it's over on Patreon. Links in the description to buy this wreath, and Etsy and Instagram. So, you know, go there, comment, like, subscribe. Follow me on all the places, and I will see you guys Friday, I guess. Yeah. Alright, guys. Bye.